always amazed, I think every year when I think about Thanksgiving and what happens exactly used to be the day after Thanksgiving called Black Friday. Now Black Friday is encroaching on Thanksgiving. And it just makes zero sense. We have a day where we're thankful for everything we have, and as soon as we're done eating the turkey, where do we go? Out shopping. I can't believe it. It's just like, seriously? So, I mean, if you need something and it's a good deal and you've been waiting for the good deal, go for it, but maybe wait till Friday if you can. I think this is powerful right here. It's not happy people who are thankful, it's thankful people who are happy. I don't know who said that, some thankful person. So, thankfulness and how it can make us content with what we have. Thankfulness helps us really enjoy what we already have. So that's kind of another step up. Thankfulness makes our outlook on life positive. And thankfulness saves us money, foolish decisions, and stress. That's what I'm going to talk about this morning. So, thankfulness makes us content with what we have. I don't know if you guys are like me, but the things that are closest to me, the people that are closest to me, the stuff that I'm interacting with every day, I just start taking for granted. It's almost as if it disappears. You don't see it. You don't recognize it or the person or whatever for what it really is. Does that make sense? So I think in my life experience, when I'm thankful for something, it helps me stop and see what I have with new eyes. When I'm like, man, Sarah's amazing. Like, I really enjoy Sarah. Like if I stop and think about what I have in Sarah. Or it could be the house you live in, or the people that you're around, or the clothes you have, or the food you eat, or the whatever it is. When you stop and think about how amazing your life is because of the things you have every single day, you can see with new eyes and appreciate it for what it really is. So I think if you're not thankful for what you have in your life and you don't take time to stop and really realize how much that affects your life, it's easy just to take it for granted. People, things. So if you stop and be like, you know what, this coffee that I get to enjoy this morning is so good. Like this morning I sat by the fire with my espresso, and it's like, man, I have a fireplace to sit by, I have espresso to drink. I'm a blessed man. Number two, thankfulness helps us really enjoy what we have. So you're not just like making do with what you have, like you really enjoy it. Being thankful gives worth to what we have, and therefore we're not just content with it, but we actually really enjoy what we have. So it's worth something. You might have that old beat up car, but it's worth something. It gets you from point A to point B. And you can be thankful for what it does for you. Yeah, it might not be that new one that someday you hope to get, but when you really stop and think about it, you have a car. You can get from point A to point B. What more do you need? So you can actually start enjoying what you have. Number three, thankfulness makes our outlook on life positive. I think this is really, really huge. What you focus on is what you give power to. It's something that really affects you. So focusing on what we're thankful for guarantees we're enjoying life more because we're looking at all the great things we get to enjoy rather than focusing on the things we don't have. It's like focusing on the glass half empty or focusing on the glass half full. And this line here, be careful how you think about life because that's how it really is. That's huge. Your perspective on life completely shapes your experience of life. There's people who have far less, who are going through many difficult things, who are thankful for the things they do have, who are enjoying life way more than people who have much more things than they do. Their life might be going great, but they're not thankful, they're not appreciating it, they're not enjoying it. And so they're not having a happy experience in life. They're not enjoying life near as much as the person who focuses on what he has to be thankful for. So I really think if we're not focusing on what we have and thankful for it, we're not going to enjoy life. So be careful how you think about life because that's how it really is. It completely changes your life. Thankfulness saves us money, foolish decisions, and stress. I think this kind of sums it up. When we fully realize that happiness doesn't come from getting new things, but rather from appreciating everything we have and enjoying it to the fullest, we don't fall for the marketer's trap. So think of TV commercials, think of people around you. Everybody thinks if you get that new thing, that new item, if you have that nice car, if you have that new watch, if you get those new shoes, I don't know what it might be, but then you're going to be cool and you're going to enjoy life. The people in the commercials look like they're having a great time. And it's like, man, I want to have a great time, so I'm going to go get those new shoes. That doesn't bring happiness. Buying things does not bring happiness. It's experiencing the things that we have. I think when you can enjoy what you have and the experience that can give you, that's where happiness can come from, those things. So this gives us more time and money to experience the things we already have, rather than stressing out on how to pay for the new things we're constantly buying. So if you're going after happiness by buying things, the crazy thing is you're probably more stressed out. You're not taking time to enjoy life and the things you already have. Instead, you're just stressed out. You're not enjoying what you got. So we have to realize happiness does not come from things. This will sum it up. Happiness is not found in the getting of things, but in the thankful experience of what we already have. I underlined experience because I think that's where life is lived. And I say that because life is not lived in the things we have, but rather in the moments we experience. So if you don't get anything from the talk today, just remember this. Happiness is not found in the getting of things, but in the thankful experience of what we already have. Because life is not lived in the things we have, but rather in the moments we experience. For me, that is where life is enjoyed. It's sitting down, like I said this morning, by the fire with a cup of espresso in my hand, and I was living life to the fullest. I don't need a new espresso machine that can make a better espresso. Be nice if you want to give me one, go for it. But I can enjoy what I have. I can enjoy my fireplace that isn't perfect. The logs are kind of falling apart. It's a gas fireplace. I love a wood fireplace. I could be discontent, but you know what? I have a fireplace. And so I get to sit there by my fireplace, drinking my coffee, and just experiencing life. That is what I love. And I'll do that. I'll get up early on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning to do the same thing because I love it so much. So just remember that. If you don't remember anything about this, remember that things don't make you happy. It's the experiences in life that bring happiness. Don't go out and buy a bunch of things. I love if all of you stayed home with your family on Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Just if you need to go out, go for it. But you probably will gain some insanity by being out there in those crowds. So enter at your own risk. Remember, it's not happy people who are thankful. It's thankful people who are happy.